Police officers get search warrants that allow them to search specific apartments. But what happens when they break in the wrong apartment and start harassing innocent kids?
Chicago Police Side 1! Chicago Police Side 1! Get on the ground! 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 Put your hands behind your back, buddy.
Here are two crazy examples of cops breaking into the wrong house.
A bad tip from a confidential informant
Busting down doors,
raiding homes of innocent families.
pointing guns at children.
Let's go to cameras.
Kill cameras! Kill cameras!
Officers ordered to kill their body cameras.
Curtis Roberts, they live upstairs.
Starting off, the Chicago Police Department is under scrutiny for allegedly conducting wrongful raids by forcefully entering more than 50 homes. A specific case involving Officer Joseph Capello highlights the issue, as he acted on a tip from a confidential informant without conducting a thorough investigation or surveillance, leading to the forced entry of a home. Take a look.
Did you request the covert car?
We don't have one available to us in the patrol. Sometimes we don't have all the assets we need in terms to do extra surveillance, and there's an overtime issue thing and things of that nature.
Superiors, a prosecutor, and a judge approved a warrant with insufficient credible information, and officers unlawfully broke into the home.
Go, go. Chicago Police Side 1! Chicago Police Side 1! Get on the ground! 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 Put your hands behind your back, buddy. You got anything on you?
No, sir. I got a pocket knife. Yes, sir. Right here.
Gonna lean this way.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear up there?
I'm right here. I'm right here, man. I'm right here.
Relax, guys.
I saw a squat right back. I was wondering what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Relax. Let me speak. Hey, everything's fine, man. Everything's fine.
And I thought it was for maybe the people up there, the people down here. And when you came like there with the flashlight, I called my husband. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Second floor, right?
Yes.
However, there's another problem. Officer Capello, who was responsible for all this, was demanded to wear a body camera, but he didn't.
You were never disciplined for not wearing your body camera that day, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
I wasn't punished in any way. I wasn't, no reprimand or anything like that.
Did anybody talk to you about the investigation that you did?
No.
Luckily, the other two officers, Officer Guzman and Officer Hernandez, had a body camera on. It was almost 1 a.m. as they found out that the apartment they just broke into wasn't the right one.
He gave us the wrong fucking apartment. He gave us the wrong apartment. He gave us the wrong apartment. He said up the stairs, and it's the first door right there. He gave us the wrong apartment. Remember the pictures I gave you? I think it's upstairs.
I was gonna come down, but I've never.
He said the first floor. I'm saying upstairs based on the windows in the picture. It's real.
Despite having no legal basis to be inside the apartment, the officers keep searching, hoping to find something that justifies their actions. A classic thing a dirty cop would do.
Did continue to do a search, but it wasn't like a systematic search where I was lifting things up and throwing things around, and I was kind of just doing a surface search. I wasn't really doing a search of this residence.
Turn wrong. What's up, dude?
Hey, just throw a party for me.
No, it's not. You signed off on it.
Huh?
You signed off on it.
Hey.
Despite department rules, Miss Mendez, the apartment's owner, hadn't received the warrant despite the officers being in the wrong house.
Up there.
I don't know their name. It's a African-American couple that live upstairs. How did this ever happen? Me and my husband have
That's
never
why
been in
you're
trouble
going to get a
with the
copy of the
police.
search warrant.
Okay.
I don't understand, like, our door getting kicked in and all this kind of stuff. We've never been in trouble with the law. I don't understand.
can tell you you're not the person we're looking for.
Shortly after, she notices a warrant on the table and decides to grab it to see what's going on. What she finds out is shocking.
Curtis Roberts, they live upstairs. They live upstairs.
Why don't you just...
Hi, baby.
The guy got the phone.
That's the couple upstairs. He's on house arrest and all this other kind of bullshit. No, I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this.
You keep it. Like I told you, that's what it was for.
No, Curtis Roberts lives upstairs.
Okay, the information we got said he lived on the second floor. Okay. Okay, baby, that's all right. Relax.
Yes, I can tell you he lives upstairs.
How do you know him?
I seen the mail.
Because you got the paper.
You know, we got wrong information.
No, that's okay.
When the officers finally left, the Mendez family filed multiple lawsuits against the department and the city, trying to bring an end to their unlawful break-ins.
8 a.m. today, my law firm filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the city of Chicago.
They didn't repair the damage or replace broken items and never arrested anyone connected to the raid on the Mendez family.
Was providing narcotics for that area and still is to this very day.
Did the Chicago police ever go back and hit the correct department, the apartment where the targets actually lived?
No.
Only one correct suspect was arrested in many of the raids, but no one was prosecuted, and it took over 5 years for COPA to recommend suspensions for officers and supervisors involved in the wrongful raid. These experienced officers, not rookies, were responsible for violating procedural safeguards designed to protect citizens' Fourth Amendment rights.
Is there something preventing you from contacting a utility company to find out who the account holder of record for that apartment was?
I didn't know I was aware I was able to do that.
That wasn't something that you were trained on in the police academy?
No, I was not.
They keep making mistakes that lead to them being questioned a lot, and unless they change, they'll continue facing these problems in the future.
Judge Burns ask you any questions about your complaint for search warrant or any of the information in your complaint?
No.
It's easy to mess around when the taxpayers pay for your salary, isn't it?
Everyone on the team was more than polite to the whole family.
Get on the ground!
They were treated with the utmost respect through the whole time in the search warrant. I wasn't punished in any way. I wasn't, reprimanded or anything like that.
Did anybody talk to you about the investigation that you did?
No.
Next up, on the morning of March 12th, 2023, a group of law enforcement officers arrived at the residence of Lance Thornton, a 52-year-old resident of Erie, Pennsylvania. Before announcing their presence by knocking on the door, they removed Mr. Thornton's doorbell camera. Due to Mr. Thornton's early onset dementia, he did not respond promptly, prompting the officers to begin forcibly entering the property. However, he eventually appeared at the door and began recording the interaction with the officers on his cell phone. Take a look at this madness.
We're not here for you. Then I'm being told to put my phone down. I was told I had a right to pull it. That is my rental car. What is going? You're not allowed inside. I want to know what's going on. Then you tell me right now. No, this is my house. No, you're gonna. No.
That's who we're looking for. Be in your house. Is in your house right now.
No, there's nobody in my house.
Wanted for attempted homicide through officers. Okay, there's weapons. We're not here for anything else. We're here for that.
Okay.
Don't my lord.
All right.
Can we go in and look to make sure he's not in there?
No, I swear to you right now. Okay, right now. No, I don't know. I do not like your attitude and the way you came across. Because I said, I'm going to pull my phone out of my pocket, and you said yes. When I said I'm going to start recording, you told me to turn it off. I'm going to get every one of these because I do not know what's going on here.
Okay, a tip came in that this guy is staying at your house. Understand? Over the weekend.
Who are you guys with?
U.S. Marshals, EPD SWAT.
What's
PSP,
EPD?
Police.
Okay, keep going.
And PSP.
What's PSP?
Pennsylvania State Police.
Okay, I'm shaking right now. Right now, if this is true, what you're telling me,
yes,
I give you full permission, full run of my house.
You know this guy.
Sir, I already answered that question, asked and answered.
But here's the thing, there's a reason why this tip was called into the marshals. There's a connection between you and this guy. Now, it might not be directly. Okay, do you have a girlfriend? Just hear him out.
My wife is an ER doctor.
Who's your wife? Is there another woman that stays here? Girl?
No.
Nobody else?
No.
Okay, who?
My daughter.
Okay, where does she stay at?
She lives in Washington, D.C. This is my daughter?
We don't know. Okay? Again, this is a tip that's called into from the U.S. Marshals and PSP hotline. Okay, saying that this guy is staying here at your house right now.
Go inside, guys. Go inside.
Well, we will in a second. We don't have to go more than just two guys, but that's why we're here is to show force we are.
Who's fixing my door? Because you broke it the way you kicked it.
It's not.
No,
Door?
I saw the inside.
The door?
Yes, whoever was kicking that door when I was coming downstairs peacefully, you had to hear my feet coming. Someone's paying for this, so go ahead, do your thing.
That's fine.
Do your job, because you have me so scared right now and so mad.
I appreciate that.
Do you guys have a warrant, by the way? No, do you have a warrant for my house? I'm just asking so I know. You do not have a... I'm giving you consent, but I can withdraw it at any time, right? Because I'm scared right now.
You're not digging your house. You don't want anything in your house but just in the
The officers claimed they had the right to enter Mr. Thornton's home based on his consent, even though he had dementia. Typically, entering a private residence without a warrant is seen as unjustified unless there's an urgent need. When assessing consent, courts usually consider the officer's perception, and although the officer's belief might be seen as reasonable, Mr. Thornton's dementia and his expressed fear could still influence the final decision, although this is less likely due to the lenient standards for evaluating consent.
Ambulances, a SWAT truck, lots of cars, and a rude officer. What's the relationship with my daughter?
I'll explain that.
Why? This is total transparency because I'm just getting you permission to walk into my house. I can withdraw it right now. So you tell me now or I withdraw. I'm going to draw on this consent. Sirs, get out of my house. I'm withdrawing consent. I'm withdrawing consent. Do you now hear it? You're on camera. They're still moving forward. They're still going in. I withdrew my consent. You guys even knew I could do it. They're still searching. I already called them out.
You can't go back and forth saying you let us in, you don't let us in.
I said, can I withdraw consent? And you said yes on camera.
Yes, you can. Yes.
And I did. I not just withdraw it.
So I'm telling you what's going on.
Right now they're doing an illegal search of my house. I have Alzheimer's. I have dementia right now, and I'm really scared.
Okay, well, there's no reason to be scared. We're not here
I told him to stop the consent until I got the truth, and you already told him, and he's still searching my house. I have enough security cameras in there, they're all scared. They heard me, withdraw consent, and they're still continuing in there after I withdrew it.
Mr. Thornton claims officers conducted an illegal search by continuing after he withdrew consent, likely violating the Fourth Amendment.
Because I want the truth. I got one.
I told you the truth. What do you mean? I'm not telling you the truth.
Let me finish, and I apologize. I'm getting frustrated. I'm standing out here in the cold in pajamas. I said, I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I'm gonna grab my phone.
Yes.
And I was told yes. And then I said, I'm gonna start recording. And then I started hearing officers tell me, no, put the phone away. I'm not allowed to record. I have all this going on. And then they still continue to go through there after knowing right now they're doing an illegal search.
Here's the thing. I radioed to them to tell them to stop.
I stood right here. They stared at me when I told them I withdraw consent. So right now, my Fourth Amendment is being violated.
This has, like I told you, this has to do with a wanted person for attempted homicide.
Right.
We received a tip through Crime Stoppers regarding this. Okay? And the tip said that person was at your residence from this weekend.
The officers used an anonymous tip as the reason to search Mr. Thornton's home, but it's probable that a court would consider this tip insufficient to justify probable cause or reasonable suspicion, especially since a judge had previously denied a warrant due to the same lack of probable cause.
Right now, there's an illegal search going on in my house. That's what I care about because I wanted them out. I totally respect your position. I totally respect what you're doing. I know you guys are scared. You guys have somebody wanted. But I do not understand the show of force and the aggressiveness towards me because this is my home. I gave you my medical condition and you guys still are doing this. See, and they're upstairs now. You said they're on their way out.
Following the search of Mr. Thornton's home without finding the suspect, the officers departed, leaving the front door unable to be securely closed or locked, and causing damage to his doorbell camera. Mr. Thornton's request for the body camera footage related to the incident was denied, and he believes this denial may have played a role in a subsequent stroke he experienced.